What's going on, you beauties? Mr. Mishy back again with another video. NHL26 is here, so we are going to get the ball rolling on all these NHL26 videos. By the time you're seeing this, I have already released our first episode of the Be a Pro series. You can go catch that. The first episode was a deep dive, just going through World Juniors, getting drafted and all of that. And I did release the Utah Mammoth, episode 1 of our franchise mode series. But today, if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, we are going to see if size truly does matter. We are going to be drafting the tallest NHL team possible in a fantasy draft. And yeah, we're going to kind of see if we can bring the tall boys to a cup. So I'm just going to hold down on this button. I'm not looking at the screen. Eyes are closed. We're going to pick a random team here. 3, 2, 1. And we got the New Jersey Devils. So let me go through all the settings. We'll jump right into it. All right, so I went through all the settings. I think we're all good. I turned off injuries. Fantasy draft is on. We're going to start this career and see where we end up in the draft order. Hopefully we're a little high. I think regardless of where we go, I think a goalie's going to have to be our first pick. Unless we're like super high and I could pick, somebody up there in the top 10. But let's jump right into it. Salary cap, we're going to keep that on just as an extra kind of challenge on top of this. We got to stay within the cap. And we are picking number 14. Not too bad. So maybe we do pick a goalie with that first pick. I guess we'll kind of jump in there and see how we're looking. Pick number 14, so a lot of the big names are going to be off the board, of course. Cale Makar went first. Cale Makar, Quentin Hughes went first over McDavid. That is crazy. Draisaitl, Kucherov, Matthews, Bedard, Eichel, Pasta, Nate Mack, Kaprizov, Barkov, and Jack Hughes. So that leaves us with few big names left. Sidney Crosby, he's not a very tall guy. Yeah, only 5'11". Makachuk is 6'2". We got Reinhardt at 6'1". Mikko Rantanen 6'4". That might be our pick right there. I don't think anybody is even coming close to that. I mean, Rasmus Dahlin, but he's definitely not going to be available at our next pick. Absolutely no shot. I would be fine going them back to back. As far as goalies, I feel like we have some time here. Goalies are, naturally just big-ass dudes. Vasilevsky and Hellebuck both 6'4". Sorokin 6'4". Jake Ottinger 6'6". Bob is 6'2". So, yeah, I feel like it'd be safe because, I mean, ultimately we want to draft a team that is fairly tall. Picking a goalie first might be a stretch. A lot of them are big, but Mikko Rantanen, we could just grab our first line right winger here, 6'4" Mikko Rantanen. I don't know what I consider tall. I guess anything like 6'1" plus. Mikko Rantanen is well within that category, so that is going to be our first pick of this draft. $12 million is a Husky hit. But Mikko Rantanen, welcome to the New Jersey Devils, and we just got a trophy for that. I guess that was my first drafted player since buying the game. But pick number 2, fairly close to our first pick, and yeah, Dahlin is definitely gone. Right, he's definitely gone. So I think we're going to pick a goalie here. We need a tall goalie, and I think that is going to be Jake Ottinger, 6'6". I don't think anybody is entirely too close to that. I mean, Kemper, 6'5", 6'4". We got Markstrom, 6'6". So we could go Markstrom or Otter here. Markstrom is only, he's 3 overall less, little older. But he's making half the money. I don't know if we want to save money here with Markstrom. His salary's kind of cut in half here, but Dustin Wolf, I'll tell you, only 6 foot. That $800K would have been sick. Freddie Anderson, 6'4". I don't know. Do we want to save the money and just go with Markstrom here? Or do we want to go Otter? I don't know. Otter's a better goalie. Does it matter, though? Does it really even matter? Goalies tend to not matter in this game at all, so I think we're just going to take the safe bet here. We're going to go Jacob Markstrom. We're going to bring him the jersey. And yeah, there we go. We have our main forward. We have our top guy. We have our starting goalie. We definitely need a defenseman, and Slavin is up here next. How tall is Slavin? 6'3". Okay, let's just sort by defenseman. We'll pick. We'll see if we can find anybody over 6'3". Parayko is 6'6". That is, I think that's gonna take it. Yeah, Hamilton's 6'6" as well. Jesus. I think we're gonna go Parayko here. Hamilton's making 9 mil, so I'll take that 6.5. If Hamilton's there and it makes sense, maybe we'll pick him up as well. But Colton Parayko, 6'6". Welcome to the New Jersey Devils, buddy. We are gonna have a tall ass team here. We could probably wait quite a bit on the backup goalie. I did have one in mind for our backup. I'll see if he's down here. I doubt he's still an 80 overall. We'll see. Let's see. He's definitely Fedotov, 80 overall, 6'7". The tallest goalie to ever play in the NHL, I'm pretty sure. I know a few guys were close to him, but I think he was like actually marked as the tallest goalie to ever play in the NHL. So we could probably snag Fedotov way later in the draft. That 3 mil is kind of brutal, but we're gonna take some team-friendly picks here as well. Alex Ovechkin, 6'3". Brad Marchand, absolutely not. Malkin, 6'5". Do we pick our 1C here in Malkin? I think we do. Carlson 6'3", 6'3". Dougie Hamilton 6'6", but he's making 9 mil. Yeah, I think we're gonna go Malkin here. We'll grab our 1C really quick. I like that pick. We're just gonna kind of fly through this draft if we can, so we can get Sim in here. We do need a left wing for that top line. Let me see. Let's see if we can grab a left wing here. Ovi is still he's still there, 6'3". I don't know if we have anything close. Jamie Benn, 6'3". Will Cooley, 6'3". Mason Marchment, 6'5". There we go. We're getting up there, 6'1". Yeah, I mean, and then we're kind of trailing off a little bit here. We could go Marchment, 6'5". He pretty tall boy. He's only making 4 mil. I mean, or we could go Ovi. He's making 9.5 mil, but we got to keep an eye on that salary. And Marchment is taller than him, so there we go. Mason Marchment, welcome to the New Jersey Devils, buddy. What to do? Maybe we should take a second defenseman here. Fill out that first line. We have John Carlson, 6'3". Doughty 6'1", Montour 6 foot, Lindell 6'3", Ghost is under 6. We have Ekholm 6'5". Ekholm's up there for sure. Matheson 6'2", Lindholm 6'4", Brandon Carlo 6'5", 5'10" out Gerard 6'4" there for Dylan, 6'2". Yeah, boys, I think we're gonna have to go. I think we might have to go. God, I don't know. This is a rough one. Ekholm is 6'5". He's only making 6 mil. I think we'll take Ekholm here. Seems to be the tallest in that top 10 right there. So I like that. Our first line and our starting goalie is we're looking pretty solid, boys. We're looking like we might be a Stanley Cup team if we can fill out the depth properly. But we are kind of I feel like we are kind of stuck. We have to kind of pick over 6'2". So we'll see how it gets towards the end. Overall wise, I should say, because a lot of the guys I see now are already like 6 foot and under. So let's. I think it's safe. I think it's a safe bet to kind of go for our 2C. Claude Giroux will be sick there, but he's under 6 foot. 6'2" out of Zibanejad there. That's not too bad. Brock Nelson, 6'4". That I didn't know Brock Nelson was that tall. That's actually crazy. Stevenson, 6 foot. Sean Couturier, 6'4". 6'1". I think we might have to go Nelson here, boys. Yeah, because Paul, we're already dropping off with Paul. Brock Nelson, 7.5 mil though for an 86 overall. God, that's a little rough. I mean, we could just drop one overall and save ourselves 4.4 mil and go Nick Paul here for the second line. I actually don't mind that. 6'4" Nick Paul, 85 overall. That is our 2C right there, Nick Paul. Welcome to the team, buddy. And we definitely have to get some more wingers and then pick a defenseman here pretty soon. Let's see if we can find a winger. Zibanejad's still here. Kaner's definitely a short guy. Yeah, 5'10". Not that that's like short, but like short for this draft. I feel like 6 foot is pretty good, but I feel like for this draft we want to be like 6'2" at least. Let's see. We got McDonough 6'2", 6'3". 6'3" out of Jamie Benn. We could grab our second line left winger here. He's only making 1 mil. I do like that pick. Jamie Benn, welcome to the New Jersey Devils, buddy. And we are off to our to the 9th round, our 9th pick. We could just grab our second right winger. We could just fill out that top 6 really quick and then focus on defense for a little bit. Let's see. Zuccarello 5'8", Marchessault is 5'9", Rust 5'11", 6 for Toffoli, 6'3". I couldn't even tell you how to say this dude's name, but he does sim pretty well. Borkstrand 6 foot, 5'11", 6'1" out of Nosen. Yeah, boys, we are getting to the shorties here. Yeah, I mean Nino Ryder is 6'2", but that's already dropping down to 83. I think the T is silent. I think it's Siplikov. Maxim Siplikov, our second line right winger, standing at a whopping 6'3", only making 2 mil. Welcome to the team, buddy. That is not too shabby. Definitely need to get 2 more. I think we'll pick 2 defensemen here back to back. Just kind of fill out that top 4D. We have 2 6-footers there. Jamie Alexiak is 6'7". 6'7". Jamie Alexiak only making 4.6 mil. 6'7". Dude, Jamie Alexiak, welcome to the team, buddy. I must have missed that earlier. Maybe I did see it. I don't even remember. 6'7" is absurd. Holy. All right, let's see. Grab another defenseman here. See if we can stay like over 6'2". Tanev is not a bad pick there. 6'3", 6'2" for McDonough. Falk is 6. Fowler is 6'2", 6'2" for OEL. Brent Burns 6'5". Right-handed defenseman. I actually haven't been paying attention, but Brent Burns only making 1 mil too. 6'5". That is the tallest on this first page. We are going Brent Burns. Welcome to the team, buddy. All right, on to our 12th pick. We have our top 2 lines filled out here already. Goalies, we still have some time to snag Fedotov there, so we're going to hold off on that. I think getting a solid 3C here would be the right move as far as building a Stanley Cup team. I mean, we need and we want depth down the center. Adam Lowry, 84 overall, man is 6'5". I think that is going to be our pick, 3.25 million. Boys, we might be under the cap. We're getting lucky with some of these salaries. I think that is an easy pick there. Let's go. Let's see if we can snag some wingers here too. Anders Lee, I can't imagine he's 6'3". Okay, I figured he was 6 foot. I didn't think he was 6'3" though. Evander Kane, 6'2", not a bad bet. Chris Kreider, 6'3". 5'11", a lot of 5'11", 6'3" out of Foligno here, and we're dropping down to 82s. For the third line, I definitely want to keep like 84, 83 overall, and then we'll drop down to the 80s for the fourth line. As far as what we have here, Anders Lee isn't a bad pick, but he's making 7 mil. Don't know about that one, bud. I think we are going to go, 6'2" out of Kaner there. Chris Kreider. Chris Kreider 6.5. That's a little bit better. Kaner's only 1 foot shorter than him, but we are going for size here. Not 1 foot shorter. I meant 1 inch. We are going to go Chris Kreider here. We've been saving money, so we have some money to spend on Kreider there for our third left winger. Let's snag our right winger here, and then we'll fill out our bottom 2 defensemen. Right wingers. Let's see. Nyquist is definitely not over 6 foot. Nope. Nosen, 6'1". We have 5'11", 6'1" for Tarasenko. Nino Niederreiter, 6'2", 5'10" out of Arvidsson there. Eberle under 6 foot. Oliver, 6'1". Duhamel, 6'2". Taylor Radish, 6'3". That's not too bad. 6'1" for Amadio there. Smith is 6'1". Anthony Mantha. This is what I was looking for. Anthony Mantha only making $2 million. 6'5". Welcome to the team, Anthony Mantha, and we are flying through this draft, boys. Pick number 15 for us. I think we're going to go back to the back end, and we are going to pick up our third line defenders. Let me just double check goalies real quick. We still have some time, so maybe we can snag 2 defensemen here, and then we'll snag Fedotov. Let's see, defensemen. We want to go, we have plenty here. 6'4" out of Dumoulin, 6'5" for Sosi, 6'1", 6'4" for Murphy, 6'8" Tyler Myers. I feel like we have to pick Tyler Myers here. Third line, right D, only making $3 million. Tyler Myers, 6'8". That is a lengthy boy right there. Pick number 16 for us. We'll try to snag a lefty. I haven't really been paying attention to the handedness, but I don't think it really matters. These defensemen can play on either side. Dumoulin 6'4". That wouldn't be too bad. 83 on our third pair. Van Riensdijk is actually 6'3". Kulak 6'2". Sherratt 6'3", 6 foot for Letty, 6'1" for Cole, 6'3", 6'3", 6'1", 6 foot. Look, it's looking like 6'3" unless we go Eric Johnson there. Edmondson 6'5". Yeah, I think 3.85. That's not too bad. I think we're gonna go. Edmondson here, unless we do have money to spend. Maybe we could grab. Who else was up here? Dumoulin 6'4". So it's between Dumoulin. It's between Dumoulin and oh my God, who was I looking at? Edmondson? Yeah, Edmondson. So Edmondson's 81 overall. If we go Dumoulin, that's an 83. We are trying to build a Stanley Cup team, and there's only about $1 million in between their salaries. 6'4" for an 83. I think we are going to take the hit on. I think we are going to take that 1 inch hit, and we're going to pick Dumoulin up here. Is Dumoulin a left defenseman, though? He is. So we did just pick a right for the bottom pair. So Dumoulin makes sense. 6'4". Welcome to the team, buddy. And we are flying through here. Let me see. It might be time to pick our backup Tendy here. We still have some time. Let me make sure he's still actually there. I doubt anybody's picking him. Yeah, they're going off like, oh no. Boys, did we fuck up here? Fedotov, did I pass him? Oh no, somebody grabbed him already? That is crazy. Fedotov, yeah, dude, somebody grabbed him already. Holy. All right, I wanted to pick him just because he's like the tallest. We still have some guys here. Oh, maybe we do pick a goalie here, boys. Maybe it is time. Martin Jones, 6'4". He seems to be the tallest other than Matt Murray, but I think we're gonna go. Martin Jones. We'll take that 1 inch hit on the back of Tendy. Martin Jones, welcome to the team, buddy. Only making $700K, so we have some money to spend for this fourth line, and we are God, we were right there. We're 3 picks away from finishing. We're kind of flying through this. Let's pick up a 4C. Let's see what we can get here. Stahl, I know you're tall, 6'4". Stahl is definitely our top contender right now. Kevin Hayes, 6'5". Holy, I did not realize he was that big. Kevin Hayes might be taking the cake for this one, boys. Yeah, Scotty Lawton. Yeah, they're all under like 6'4", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6 foot. Yeah, I think yeah, we're dropping down to the 80s here. I think we're gonna pick yeah, Kevin Hayes. Only making 3.5 mil, 6'5", 216 pounds, but that doesn't really matter. We're just looking at height here. Yeah, Kevin Hayes, welcome to the team, buddy. All right, boys, we just need 2 more wingers here. Let's see if we'll start with the left side. Got a couple 82s, so not bad. 6'1", 6 foot, just under. A lot of 6-footers here. 6'1", 6 foot. I think the rule of thumb is probably 6'2" and over for us. But I don't even think we've picked anybody under 6'3" this far. James Van Riemsdyk, we could reunite JVR with Hayes on that 4th line, 6'3". That's not too bad. He actually seems to be the tallest other than Barron, but I think I like that 81 overall a little better than the 80. JVR, yeah, we're going to bring you back to the metropolitan area. Welcome back. There we go, JVR. Going to play 4th line left wing for us. And we just need a right winger here, boys, and then we could auto sim the rest of this draft and get to our simming, get to the lineup. Josh Anderson, 6'3", though, for that right wing 4th line. That actually might be taking the cake. Other than Armia is 6'3" as well. Do we have anything higher in the 80s? McCarron, 6'6", 80 overall. I don't even know this guy. Michael McCarron. He's only making $900K. 102 penalty minutes, though. I don't know if that's what we want. 6'3" out of Corey Perry. Yeah, I mean, he is the tallest there, but I think who was it? Armia 6'3". Who are we looking at? Anderson. I think I like Josh Anderson. 5 mil, but he's 6'3". Yeah, I think we're just gonna take him there. And that looks like that's gonna do it for our team here, boys. Let's jump into it. Let's check out these lines. All right, real quick look here at our lineup before we get into these lines. I kind of just let the computer pick the rest, so some of our prospects there are are definitely not gonna be 6'3" plus, but for the most part, our team should be. So we're gonna jump right into it and check them out. All right, boys. Here is a look at our lines. Not too shabby. We definitely have a team here. I mean, whether or not we'll win a cup, I don't know the answer to that question just yet. But I'll tell you one thing: this team is a pretty big one here. First line, we have Mason Marchment sitting at 6'5", Malkin 6'5", and Mikko Rantanen 6'4". Not too shabby. Siplikov's in there 6'3", Nick Paul 6'4", and then 6'3" out of Jamie Benn. Third line, Chris Kreider 6'3", Adam Lowry 6'5", Josh Anderson 6'3". Fourth line, we got Anthony Mantha sitting at 6'5", Kevin Hayes 6'5", and JVR 6'3". So not a single player under 6'3" on the forward core, and the chemistry actually isn't too bad. Defense, we have for first line, actually the chemistry is not actually too bad. We do have a -1 on that third line. Matthias Ekholm, though, and Parayko both sitting at 6'5" and 6'6" on that first pair. Brent Burns 6'5", with Jamie Alexiak 6'7", which is absurd. And then we have Brian Dumoulin sitting at 6'4", and then Tyler Myers 6'8", which is even crazier. I mean, that's nuts. I don't think there is doesn't look like there's anything we can really do. Maybe I can talk to these two guys. They both fit fairly well. They're both a minus and a check. I don't know why they're a -1. Anyway, in between the pipes for us, Jacob Markstrom, 6'6", and our backup is going to be Martin Jones, 6'4". I did want to get Fedotov, but somebody snagged him. 6'7" goalie. That would have been cool. I mean, he doesn't simulate the best, but that's about it. And then we do have, looks like we have two defenders here. Yeah, both over 6'3", too. AHL team will check these guys out. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not the tallest bunch in the world. You got Denver barking down here 5'9", but that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about the New Jersey Devils, and we are worried about them. We're worried about them winning a Stanley Cup. That is the whole point of this video. Does the height matter? Does size matter? So let's talk to Dumoulin and Myers really quick. We'll see if we can get that -1 fixed, and then we'll get the sim in here, boys. Okay, so they both shot me down. We are gonna have to just rock with that -1 on the third line. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna jump right into it. Not gonna touch coaches or anything. Let's get through this preseason. Kind of get a preview of how the boys are gonna do. Sheldon Keefe here. Hello, GM Tall. Yeah, no, we're just gonna leave that part to you. We're hands off, GM. Let's kind of see how we do in this preseason here. I know it's not really a great sample size for how you're gonna do in the season, but 1-1-1 to start, 2-1-1 here. Everybody's trying to make trades with us. It's not gonna happen. God, I gotta go in and change. I wish there was just one button that was just clear all. There has to be a button like just one button, clear all, and just get me out of here because I gotta do this. I'm gonna delete these three. When I back out, oh, nice. The two, usually that little glitch with the surplus, you delete all three, but two of them still stick around. I did see it once in the franchise mode series, but maybe they're fixing it. I don't know. 5-0-2 though to start the preseason. Not too shabby. We'll get a real-time sim here for the first game, and then we will kind of get sim in here, see if we can get into a playoff spot. So let's jump into this game here against Carolina. We are in Carolina for game 1 of the season. Here we go. First period underway. We'll go ×8 sim here, just kind of see. Looks like we're taking a lead in shots here right off the bat. We are kind of starting to run away with it there. 6 minutes left in this first period. Still no goals from anybody. Kevin Hayes and Mikko Rantanen back-to-back, literally 48 seconds apart. Going to take a 2-0 lead in the start of this game. There we go, boys. I mean, we're already firing. And Ehlers is going to cut that lead in half, and then Leeson is going to tie it up. Braden Point is going to take the lead for Carolina. And Evgeny Malkin is going to tie it up. All right, we're good. I thought that was going to be a complete collapse. Braden Point is going to score another goal there for Carolina, and we are going into this third period down by 1 after entering the period up by 2. Here we go here, boys. Third period underway. Let's see if we can get this game tied up. Hopefully push an overtime or just get the job done here in the third. Braden Shen and Leeson. Leeson's going to score another goal this game. And I think that's going to put this one to bed. I mean, we were outplaying them there in the beginning, but they just kind of ran away with it. That's a 6-3 loss for our first game of the season. Not looking too good for the New Jersey Tulls here. Let's just get this season underway. We'll see where we're at. All right, boys. Here we are sitting at January 1st with a record of 18-17-5. Not a great record, but it's good enough for second in the Metro there. 10 points behind Pittsburgh with a 1-point lead on the Capitals. Not doing great, but not doing too bad. We might be able to squeeze a playoff spot out of this. Um, we're just going to take it up to the deadline and see if there's anything we can do there as far as trades. I don't really know if there's too many we could make, but I guess we'll see. All right, sitting here at the deadline with a record of 29, 25, and 8. Second in our division, still behind the Penguins there. We did get close to catching them, but we had a rough little skid there. Let's kind of see how the boys are doing. I guess we'll kind of take a look at the stats, see if there is anybody we could trade. Malkin leading the way though with 67 points. Randon right behind him with 65. Jamie Benn's not doing too bad. 50 out of him and Marchment. Paul pretty close to 50. Siplikov right there, just over 40 points. Brent Burns not doing too bad. Not a whole lot of minuses. We got a -2 out of Mantha here on the fourth line. Same thing with JVR there. And then, of course, Kevin Hayes is actually a +1. Dumoulin has a -3 there. Not too bad. I mean, the boys aren't doing terrible. Goalies, it's Markstrom. Markstrom's not having a great year. Jones is doing his job back there. Not too bad. Maybe we could try to trade Markstrom, find a goalie that's over 6'6", but I think Markstrom might have a clause on him. So let's just jump into the deadline here. And let's see if, maybe a goalie trade could be in our future. We're just going to keep the current trade block. I don't want to really click anything that's going to add all of our guys here. Gustafson, 6'2". It is a downgrade, but he's on the block. It's definitely an upgrade as far as overall here. I can't really sort by goalies, but we could just go to proposed trade here and check out all the attendees. Let's see what we got here as far as goalies of this caliber and size. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The height would not be on this screen. We could actually, we should probably look at Markstrom first. Markstrom does have a no movement clause, so we could ask him to waive it. Let's see what he says. And no, he doesn't want to waive it. So it looks like we can't upgrade the Tendy there. We do have 10 mil in cap though. I don't know if there's anybody I'd really be willing to trade. Maybe Paul. We could probably. No, Paul has a no trade clause as well. So yeah, boys, I think we're kind of locked in with the team we got. We'll see if they can pull it off. They haven't been doing too bad. Dougie Hamilton here, though, we could upgrade maybe our blue line a little bit. He is making 9 mil. We have the room for him, but who will we get rid of is honestly the real question. As far as defense, you want to keep Parayko, you want to keep Ekholm. Alexiak is a big boy. Dumoulin, 83. And then, Burnsy here, 84. So, do we move on from any of these guys? I mean, it would help. It would help. Burnsy, who is our shortest defenseman? Parayko 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", 6'5", 6'4", 6'8". So Dumoulin is our shortest defenseman. He doesn't want to go to this team. Maybe we can have him waive it. He doesn't want to waive it. So maybe he's not the guy we're trading here. We could go let's see, we could go maybe Burnsy. Burnsy doesn't have any kind of clause. I mean, we would have to give up like a few first rounders here, maybe 2 first rounders, and Burns would get it done. It definitely would. Let's see how he's doing this season. 15 goals, 30 assists, 45 points. He's a -15, which Burnsy's actually a +2. 10 goals, 28 assists. Is it that much of an upgrade? I mean, for 5 goals and 2 more assists for a -15. I mean, Florida, I don't know if Florida's doing too good this season. They're 27, 29, and 7. I mean, they're not too far off from how we've been playing. Maybe Dougie is not a smart move there. So I think we're just gonna go the safe route here, and we're just gonna hold off. I mean, we could do Carlo. He's 6'5", gives us what, a 2 overall jump on Burnsy there, but I don't know if it's really gonna be worth it. Like, how good has Carlo been playing? Let's see. Oh, he's clause protected. I can't even hit X on him, so he doesn't even want to come to Jersey. So we're going to leave it at that. We're going to exit the deadline. We're going to just sim up to the end of the season and see if we can hang on to this potential wild card spot, or potential divisional spot. I guess we'll see. All right, boys. We are down to the final 3 games of the season. We did beat Pittsburgh there, 9-4 in that game. We are on the outside looking in. I don't know if we're even going to get a wild card here. We might be able to squeeze in. We'll take it game by game. We have the Devils. We are in Detroit for not the Devils. I'm sorry. We have the Red Wings. We're in Detroit for that game. See the Sims taking a minute, and we do come off with a win there. 4-2 win over them. We are back in New Jersey, Prudential Center, versus the Ottawa Senators here. See if we can pull off another win at home. That would be huge, and we do drop it. And we do drop a spot as well. We are tied with the Capitals, 82 apiece. I don't know if we're even going to make the playoffs here, boys. Only one game over 500. Got a game in Boston versus the Bruins. That is a shootout loss. We do get a point, though. We do get a point. We have an X next to our name. I think everybody has played 82 games. We may have just squeezed into the playoffs here, boys. That point may have just saved us. Oh, yeah, I think we're locked in, gentlemen. I think we're locked in. I don't know what's going on in the other divisions. We still have an X. I don't know. Did we clinch? Boys, we have clinched a playoff berth with this team. We were literally one game over 500, I believe. I mean, minus the 11 overtime losses. That might have saved us there, that extra 11 points. It definitely did. We're 36, 35, and 11. Let's see how we squeezed in here. We're definitely close to that 16 mark. Philadelphia Flyers snuck in there at 15, and the Sharks, Flames, Red Wings, and Kraken, and Panthers, and Blues all miss out on a playoff spot, and the Devils sneak in at 22. Oh my God, that is brutal. Oh my God. We did it. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. We snuck into the playoffs here, and we have Philadelphia in the first round. Let's see who led this team. Malkin with 92 points, ran in right behind him with 91. 67 out of Ben there. 64 out of Marshman. Not too bad. The boys did pretty good. Siplikov there ended up with a -6. I know he was a plus at the beginning or halfway through the season when we did check. Not a bad showing from the boys. I mean, everybody did their job. It was just the win category was just not something we were in a lot. And Markstrom did not play great. He kind of brought it up a little bit. Jonesy fell off a little bit there towards the end. He's still an 81 overall, though. I mean, we might get lucky here, boys. We'll talk to Coach. We'll see we'll see what he says. Maybe we can get a 5-on-5 offense. That's probably our best bet here. We'll talk to him, and maybe that gives us kind of an extra boost. We could look at Philly's lines really quick before we jump in here. Let's see. We'll go to Philadelphia Flyers, see what they're looking like. Oh my God, they did pick up Michkov again, which is sick. I love to see that. They did pick him up in the draft as well. Duchesne, Byfield. I feel like we have this team covered, though. Like, that's the thing. Unless their blue line is sick, which, I mean, Harley's an 88. They have Sosi there. They have Matthew Schaefer, 80 overall. I mean, yeah, Philly was building for the future and just ended up in a playoff spot, and they picked up Fedotov. That's who we lost Fedotov to. He went back to the Flyers. They picked him up. That is crazy. And they got Swayman, of course, is their starting goaltender. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll kind of take this game by game, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We are in Philadelphia at the Wells Fargo, or I'm sorry, Xfinity Mobile Arena. It's now called. We'll take this game by game here, and we'll see if we can pull one off against the Flyers. The last matchup we had in the regular season against them, we did lose 3-2. So we'll take it game by game. We'll go period by period and see if we can actually pull this off. We'll do a quick sim for period 1 and 2. So period 1 in Philadelphia, round 1 of the playoffs. The Devils are going into period 2 with a 3-2 lead here, out shooting the Flyers. Period 2, and it's all Jersey, baby. It is all Jersey. 7-2 win. We don't even have to slow sim. We're just gonna take that 7-2 dub. We're gonna kill Philly there with that 5-on-5 offense, man. Sometimes it's a little overpowered. Game 2 here. Let's see if Philly has an answer. You know, you're not really in trouble until you lose 2 games at home. So Philly's gonna be battling us in this one. Same thing. We'll take it period by period. Period 1, though. Let's see. 2-1 lead for the Devils. Paul and Ben are going to put one in each. Paul on the power play. Sosi for the Flyers is going to cut that lead in half, though. Period 2. All Devils. Just one goal here. Mason Marchman is going to put in a power play goal. And period 3. 4-3 win. Flyers do come back, but Brent Burns is going to give us that insurance marker, and we are up 2-0 on Philadelphia here in round 1 of the playoffs. Now, I don't know, like they had a pretty, I don't want to say weak team, but a definitely a more spread out team. They weren't really as stacked as far as overall. But I guess we'll see. I don't know if size is really going to take us to a cup, but I guess we'll see. It might matter in the playoffs more than it does in the regular season. Philadelphia, we're in Jersey for game 3 here. Period 1. Nick Paul. Nick Paul is having himself a series right now. Puts us up 1-0 going into the second period. And we do get a goal. Quentin Byfield scores a power play goal for Philly, but Rannon is going to answer right back. Going into period 3, let's see if the Devils can put up a 3-0 series lead on Philadelphia here. Period 3. And Philly is going to tie. Oh, actually, yeah, JVR scored a goal, but Quentin Byfield is going to tie it up. We'll go slow sim here. Oh, my God. I didn't even see what happened. As soon as I hit play, somebody scored a goal. I don't know if it was red or orange. It was red. Ekholm is going to score the OT winner from the top of the circle, and the Devils have a 3-0 lead on Philadelphia. That was quick. That was quick into overtime. Oh my God, boys, we are up 3-0 on the Philadelphia Flyers here. We are buzzing right now, boys. We are absolutely buzzing. Sim game 4 here. We are in Jersey for this one. We could just get it done here. First period, 2-0 Philly. They are not going out without a fight. Greg and Shillington are going to both score one there. We are out shooting Philly, though. We're just not getting lucky with these with these shots here. Period 2. I saw some red there, and we do tie it up. Sosi makes it 3-0, but we storm back and tie it up 3-3. We're gonna go slow sim here. We'll take it minute by minute. Schaefer is gonna score a huge goal there, probably the biggest goal of his career this far. Wenberg is gonna tuck another one, but Jamie Benn answers right back about halfway through this third period. I'm sorry. Philly up by 1. We do have a power play. Goes nowhere. Philly kills it off. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. We have last minute heroics. Power play. Not enough. It just wasn't enough. And Philly is going to take game 4, and we are going to a game 5. and we are going to be back in Philadelphia for that one. So Philly's going to be buzzing. They're going to be on home ice as well. Let's see if we can get it done, boys. We're going to jump right into this one. Sim game. Let's see. In Philadelphia, back at Xfinity Mobile Arena. And we're going to score a quick one there. I didn't even get a chance to hit the X button. But first period, it is going to be 2-1 Philly. Hoglander right after that JVR goal. And then Byfield scores a power play goal there with just a couple minutes left in the first period. Let's go. 2-1 Philly going into period number 2 here. And it is a 4-4 game. We got one from Burnsy to tie it up there. Byfield and Brodzinski is going to make it a 4-2 game, but Rantanen and Ben are going to answer. Same thing. We're going to slow sim here because it is an elimination game. Power play for Jersey goes nowhere. We're starting to catch Philly in shots. Another power play for us goes nowhere. Approaching the halfway point of this third period. And Anderson is going to tuck a goal, and Mikko Rantanen is going to tuck another goal. Philly has a power play here. 5 minutes left. Goes nowhere for them. 2 minutes left in the game. Brent Burns is going to score another goal. Empty netter, and he's going to make it 7-4. And the New Jersey Devils make light work of the Philadelphia Flyers, and we are heading off to round number 2. Here we are, boys, in round 2, and we are not leaving the state of Pennsylvania. We have the Pittsburgh Penguins here in round number 2. If you guys don't remember, they were leading our division all season long. We did get that one win on them at the end of the year, but Pittsburgh is a good team. They did get it done in 7. I don't remember who they were playing, but they did get it done in 7. So we're just going to hop into game 1 here. I believe we're going to be in Pittsburgh at the PPG Arena or whatever it's called. I think it's PPG. First period, that is going to be a 2-1 lead for your New Jersey Devils. Mason Marchment is going to score 2 goals on Vejmelka. Oh, my God. They have Vejmelka in that. We might be, I don't want to jinx anything, boys, but we may be good here. Period number 2. 4-1 Devils. Siplikov and Anderson are going to score one more goal each there. Give us a 4-1 lead going into the third. We'll quick sim this one. 5-2 win. Paul is going to score another goal there. Hintz does put one in for Pittsburgh, but it just wasn't enough to get them going. And the Devils are going to take a 1-0 lead in this second round here, boys. We are kind of buzzing. I'm not gonna lie. We are kind of killing it right now. Game number 2 in Pittsburgh still. Period number 1 underway. 0-0 across the board. All right, we're out shooting Pittsburgh a little bit. We're still at zeros, still at goose eggs for both sides. Period number 2. 1-1. Siplikov and Iafallo are both going to score for their respective teams. And period number 3, I guess we'll just hit a quick sim here. And Pittsburgh's going to take it 4-2. JVR does put one in there, but Tage Thompson, Bobby Brink, and Iafallo with another goal there. And they're going to take that game 4-2. We're heading back to Jersey, though. Series tied 1-1. We'll see if we can win our 2 home games here. And maybe take a 3-1 series lead going into game number 5. Back at the Prudential Center, we seem to play better there. Period number 1, game 3, 4-2 Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's depth is, we didn't even really look at their lines. Pittsburgh's depth is coming in clutch here. Parego and JVR both put one in there, but they got a 2-goal lead on us. It is the worst lead in hockey, though. Period number 2. 5-2 lead. Coyle is going to score another power play goal there. Bring it to a 3-goal lead for your Pittsburgh Penguins. Not your Pittsburgh Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Your Jersey Devils, though, are out shooting them like crazy. Markstrom is just, Buddy's save percentage is a .500 right now. They have 5 goals on 10 shots. Absolutely absurd. Vejmelka is just playing out of his absolute mind right now. Quick sim this third period. We do get 2, but Nosen is going to score 1. Just kind of ran out of time there. Outshot them 47-20. Markstrom had 14 saves on 20 shots. That is absurd. Pittsburgh is going to take a 2-1 series lead, and we lose our first game in Jersey of round 2. We are going to go to game 4 here. Hopefully we can tie up the series. Let's see. Hop in here. First period underway. And Devils are going to take it 2-0. Nick Paul, Chris Kreider, both going to score huge goals there. Put the Devils up 2-0. Second period, I saw a lot of yellow. But it doesn't even matter. Josh Anderson and Nick Paul are both going to score there. Bring us to a 4-2 lead going into the third period. Pittsburgh is out shooting us, but Markstrom is actually having a much better game than last game. Period number 3, and it's going to be a 5-2 win. Kevin Hayes scoring on his former team. Pittsburgh Penguins give us a 5-2 win in Jersey, going back to Pittsburgh for Game 5 of this series, all tied up at 2 apiece. And yeah, I mean, this could be anybody's series here. It seems like it's it's not very one-sided. It's kind of evenly matched here. But Game 5 back in Pittsburgh, first period, and the Devils are going to score a goal. Brent Burns is going to blast one from right there at the blue line, top of the circle. Period number 2 here. And the Devils are going to score a power play goal. Chris Kreider right from the almost at the faceoff dot there to the right side of Vejmelka. Going into period number 3, out shooting Pittsburgh. Can we take a 3-2 series lead here? And we do. Oh my God, Marchman is going to score a goal, and Markstrom shuts out the Pittsburgh Penguins. Holy boys, we are putting ourselves in a good spot here. I mean, Pittsburgh led the way in our division all season long. I mean, the fact that we have a 3-2 series lead right now, going back to Jersey for Game 6, we could just get it done on home ice here. Let's get this game underway. Game 6 back at the Prudential Center. Jersey Devils, Pittsburgh Penguins, period number 1. The Devils, Siplikov is going to score a goal there about halfway through the first period, right there from the top of the circle, almost like top of the hash marks. And, yeah, we're in a good spot. We're out shooting Pittsburgh here. Period number 2 underway, and Pittsburgh is going to score 2 quick goals, Bobby Brink and Sam Reinhart. This is an elimination game, so we are going to slow sim this second period. Brent Burns is going to score a huge goal there. That is his first goal of the game. Brent Burns has kind of been lights out so far, boys. I mean, I think that was a good idea not trading him. Dougie Hamilton just wasn't having a good season. Nosen is going to score to give Pittsburgh the lead with 4 minutes left in this game. Do the Devils have anything left in the tank? And Tage Thompson is going to score an empty net goal. Boys, we are going back to Pittsburgh. We are going back to Pittsburgh for Game 7. This is a tight series. Like I said, this was going to be anybody's series. I mean, these are tight games though too. I mean, not really like, I don't want to jinx it, but there's really no blowouts. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Well, this is a Game 7, so we'll take it period by period. We'll just slow sim it. We'll call the whole thing. Starting to lose my voice. I've been recording all day. But Nick Paul is going to score a huge goal for the Jersey Devils there, and we are out shooting Pittsburgh like crazy right now. A huge power play for us goes nowhere. 5 minutes left in this first period. Jersey still with the lead. Out shooting Pittsburgh 20-5. Oh my God, boys. If we can keep playing like this, and I'm going to knock on wood here, but if Markstrom can, if he can just hold on, man. Period 2 underway in Pittsburgh. Game 7 of round 2, and Brett Pesce is going to blast one from the top of the circle. 5-on-3 power play for Devils goes nowhere, and Bobby Brink is going to score a power play goal, but it doesn't even matter. Siplikov is going to score a 5-on-5 goal there. Still out shooting them 37-12. That is absurd. That 5-on-5 offense, man, I'm telling you, it's OP. I mean, they're just we're just running into a hot goalie here. I mean, 38 saves on 40 shots is kind of a stellar performance for Vejmelka over there. But period number 3, boys, it comes all down to this. This could be our trip to the Eastern Conference Finals, or we could be sent home packing, and it's not going to be a fun flight home because this team, a lot of big boys, not a lot of leg room on that plane. So let's let's get the ball rolling here, boys. Let's keep it up. Period number 3 in Pittsburgh, Devils, Penguins. Anybody's game here, tied 2-2. 12 minutes left in this third period. It's been a quiet one so far. 8 minutes, 7 minutes. We're still out shooting them 49-19. Could be anybody's game. Any late time heroics? No, we're going to overtime, boys. I think we gotta watch it. We're gonna hop in here. And here we are, guys. PBG Paints Arena, Devils, Penguins. Game 7 of round 2, overtime. Anybody's game here. Huge face-off win for the Devils there. Back to Ekholm, right up to Malkin. Malkin's in the zone. Gets bodied by two Pittsburgh Penguins there. Huge body for us. Knocks him off the puck, but Penguins recover into the zone. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Huge pick-off there, but he recovers back, and Markstrom is going to cover that puck up. Series tied 3-3. You see it up there in the corner, right under the scoreboard. That is actually pretty sick. All right, face-off in our zone. I love that it says series tied 3-3 up there. That's actually sick. Huge face-off win there. Ekholm with the puck over to Parayko. Parayko back to Ekholm. Back to Parayko. Parayko up the boards to Rantanen. Rantanen is going to throw it up the boards, and Marchment is just sitting there staring at the puck. But he's daydreaming. Over to Thompson. Thompson with a blast. Markstrom gets there for the rebound. Cuts him off. And Malkin is going to recover the puck back to Parayko. Parayko up to Rantanen. Rantanen back to Malkin. Gets stuck in our zone. Rantanen has it again over to Ekholm. Ekholm is going to go up the boards, up to Malkin, up the middle. Malkin's going to cross this blue line. He's going to toe drag into nobody. Or not toe drag. Little chip deke into nobody. Hintz. Huge shot there from, I don't even know who that was. Hintz passed it over. Huge shot there, but Markstrom is going to glove it down. We are going to get our second line out there. Maybe if we can change, we'll change some of these strategies. High pressure. We want high pressure. Huge play there. Penguins are going to dump it all the way back into their own zone. Vejmelka comes out to pick it up. Oh, my God. He almost strips him off the puck there. And Siplikov is going to pick it up. Siplikov back to Ben. Jamie Benn, game on a stick. Nick Paul. Oh, my God. Jamie Benn shot that puck, and it was floating in the air, and Nick Paul smacked it out of midair. But it lands in the breadbasket of Vejmelka here. Nick Paul, huge face-off, buddy. See if he can win it. He's going to tie him up, and Vejmelka's just going to cover it up again. Not a bad play. Aggressive off the face-off. Yeah, we still have all of our settings set here, boys. Face-offs. Penguins are killing us in the face-off department. Nick Paul here, huge face-off here, buddy, and he's gonna lose it. Yeah, Penguins just have some solid center depth there. Iafallo up the boards. He's coming up the wing, passes over to Brink. Brink's going to get a shot on net, but Markstrom is just going to kind of paddle that away. Nick Paul crossing the red line and the blue line into the zone of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Throws it out front, but nobody's there. Slavin is going to cut him off and get it right off the Brink, who's breaking into the Devil's zone. Spins around, runs out of room, just dumps it in tight there. Alexiak is going to throw it up to Ben on the blue line. Ben's going to run into a Penguin there. Pick up, he's going to recover, and the puck is back down into the Devil's zone. Burnsy there is going to throw it to Paul. Paul up to Ben. Ben is crossing the red line with it. He's going to take it in himself. Tries to deke, runs into a wall there. I think that was Brett Pesce. Back out to the neutral zone. Devils are going to recover. Nick Paul has it again. Gets around. Tries to get around the defenseman. Just doesn't really have any room. Kind of runs out there, and the Penguins are going to pick it up. Charlie Coyle, Nick Paul though. Devils with some pressure. Nick Paul shot. Oh, recover, rebound. Nick Paul picks up his own rebound, and Vejmelka is going to stand tall in that net for the Penguins. Jamie Benn here on the backhand. Doesn't quite get it all the way over. Myers into the corner now from the blue line. He's going to pick up that puck, get it to Anderson. Anderson is going to throw that to Jamie Benn. We're going to pick it up at the blue line. Huge shot from the blue line, and Slavin is going to pick that up. Tries to send it up the boards. Myers picks that up. Dumoulin, pass up to Dumoulin. Dumoulin in the slot, shot, and gets blocked by Slavin. Devils have a 3-2 man advantage here if they can hurry, and Markstrom is going to shut that down. So we're going to get our first line out here, and we are going to make sure that the settings are all set here. We are in coach mode, so we can control some of this. We're going to stack the slot there. Huge win out of Malkin there. Up the boards to Rantanen. Rantanen to Malkin in the middle. Loses control, has nowhere to pass it. Penguins do pick it up. Looking for a seam, and Marchment is going to cut off that pass. Malkin gets it in deep. Rantanen behind the net. Doesn't quite get there. Schneider's going to pass it up to Hintz. Hintz breaking into the zone. 3-on-2 for Penguins if they hurry. Markstrom's going to shut it down, and we are coming to the end of overtime 1 here, boys. Rantanen just runs out of time, crossing that blue line with the puck, and we're heading to a double overtime, boys. I am going to lose my voice if we keep up this pace into the finals. This is crazy. Let's see, overtime number 2 underway. And here we are at the PPG Arena. It's still anybody's game. Series tied 3-3, game tied 2-2, and the Devils are out shooting the Pittsburgh Penguins 57-27. Huge win for Jersey there. Rantanen up the boards, across the blue line, gets bodied, and the Penguins are coming the other way, 3-2 if they hurry. And huge shot there off from one Penguin off another. Reinhardt's gonna come back into the zone. He's gonna get that in deep. Parayko is gonna recover along the boards. He's fighting for it. Got a little jumbled up there. Back into the corner, and Ekholm is gonna pass that up to Malkin, who's gonna get it out of the Devil zone over to Marchment on the opposite wing. Marchment's gonna take a body there, but he's gonna stay with the puck. Back to Parayko. Parayko over, huge shot. And he tried, who's 28 there? Tried to pick up the rebound, just didn't quite get it. And in the zone, stutter step, and he holds him off. Oh my God! I thought he was gonna tuck that one, but Penguins the other way. Huge shot. Markstrom is gonna just pillow that one off. Rantanen in there in the corner, and it makes its way to Morgan Frost, who gets body behind the Jersey Devils net. And Frost comes out with it, and he gets it over to Eller. Eller out front for the shot, and Markstrom's going to shut that down. Battle behind the net. Kreider is going to throw that up to Rantanen. Was that Kreider on the ice? With Rantanen, I guess we're in the middle of a line change. Rantanen with a huge shot there. Rushes the goalie. Vejmelka is going to glove it down and cover it for a whistle. We're going to get line 2 out there with defensive pair 2. And let's maybe try crash the net here. Tight point, high pressure. Nick Paul with the face-off here against Cooley. And Cooley's going to win it. Coyle, I'm sorry. Coyle over to Brink. They're going to cross the red line into the Devil's zone. And a huge pass out there. And Markstrom is going to glove that one down. That blast from the blue line. The Devils are starting to get a little charismatic here, boys. We gotta really get on it. We're letting these Pittsburgh Penguins just come in and take all the shots they want. Out to Iafallo on the backhand. Markstrom saves that. Bend the other way to Paul. Paul to Siplikov. Siplikov holds on to it and doesn't get a lot on the shot, and that is going to hit Vejmelka right in the chest. And we have a face-off in the Penguin zone here. Nick Paul hasn't been great in the face-off department. I mean, he is 49%, not too bad. Nick Paul does win it back to Alexiak. Alexiak with a shot. Doesn't really get a lot on it. Kind of gets stick down. Penguins the other way. Bobby Brink crossing the blue line over to Iafallo. Iafallo gets a shot off. Doesn't completely get all of it. And let's see. And there is somebody at my door. We're going to take a break here, gentlemen. Sorry about that, boys. When I went to go answer the door, I guess my microphone stopped recording. I still have the gameplay and the audio of the game, luckily. But I'm just gonna be narrating the rest of the video from here on out. So we're just gonna run with it, jump right back into this game. We have a face-off right here in right outside of our zone on the blue line. It looks like, yeah, the Penguins are going to take this one. Schneider's going to come all the way into the zone. He's going to go to the corner. He's going to throw that out front. And unfortunately, this was rough. I wish you could hear my real reaction, but luckily I have calmed down at this point, and I have lived with it. But yeah, that is not the way we wanted this season to end, especially with being the last team to sneak in. I mean, we had a solid run at this cup. We did what we could. That was just a wild fluke goal in overtime that killed us. I'm pretty sure they're going to show the replay here. This was our one chance we had in overtime, and Buddy roofed it. Just didn't even hit the net. This was another shot. I think that was towards the end of the third or end of the first overtime, and yeah, Markstrom shot that down. This was the goal here, though. I don't know if you guys could really see it at that speed. I did go back in and kind of do an instant replay. I just kind of wanted to show you guys. This was rough right here. We're gonna get a better camera angle on it here, but I think is that I can't read that last name. Is it Schneider? Yeah, Schneider goes in the corner. He throws it out front. It gets poked off, and Brent Burns picks it up and just tucks it 5-hole himself. Iafallo never even touched that puck. He was nowhere near it. Brent Burns completely picked it up on the backhand, but I guess as he tried to spin around, he grabs on the backhand here, and he tries to turn away from Iafallo and just throws it right in Markstrom's 5-hole. That was it's rough. I mean, it's a rough goal. It happens. But I mean, this team did a lot better in the playoff run than I thought they were. Given the season that we did have, barely squeezing in. I think we were the 22nd place team. We snuck in past 6 other teams who had way more points than us. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We have the conversation with Sheldon here, and we failed to execute. Now our season is over. Whatever, coach. Thanks a lot, buddy. Anyway, we're gonna sim here. Looks like the Penguins are taking on the Lightning. Blackhawks taking on the Oilers, and it is gonna end up Blackhawks and Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup final. Chicago's gonna take a 1-0 lead there. They're gonna extend it to 2. And then one more sim. Yeah, they're going to extend it to 3. They are up 3-0 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Lightning do come back and get one more win, I'm assuming, on the road. But Chicago's going to get it done in 5. So the Chicago Blackhawks are your Stanley Cup champions, and the Rochester Americans take the Calder Cup. So, yeah, Chicago got it done. And, we'll check out the awards here. Chicago with the cup, and they played the President's Trophy team, Tampa Bay Lightning, and took them out in the Stanley Cup Finals. Almost pretty much a gentleman's sweep, 4-1. Not too shabby. We'll go through individual awards here as well. Alex Ovechkin playing for Boston. Nonetheless, he cleaned up this year. James Norris is going to go to Adam Fox on the Colorado Avalanche. It's kind of weird seeing him on there. Lady Bing, Kyle Connor is going to take that. Playing for the Dallas Stars. I wish we took a deeper dive into looking at this. Demidov is going to take the Calder. Kucherov was playing for the Blackhawks and not the Lightning, and beat the Lightning. Funny enough, Vasilevsky was the goalie in net for the Lightning. Still took the Jennings and took the I'm blanking right now. I just saw it. Bill Masterton goes to Ferraro. Jack Adams goes to the Dallas Stars coach. Barkov takes the Selke. I just remember what it is. It was the Ted Lindsay goes to, of course, Alex Ovechkin. And then Austin Matthews cleans up with the Canucks. The word that I was thinking about was the Vezina. Vasilevsky took the Vezina and the William M. Jennings. We'll go to our player stats here. Evgeny Malkin led the way. 1 single goal, but 13 assists. I mean, Buddy was just passing. I mean, every chance he got. Setting up plays. Randon, I wish Randon did a little more. He was point per game. We had a lot of guys point per game. Luckily enough, because Markstrom did not have the best outing. It looked like pretty much everybody contributed except for Myers. Didn't get a single point. I mean, everybody else had at least two there. Markstrom, 890, 295. He did solid numbers in that first round, but just wasn't enough, man. I mean, you know, when you're getting goaltending like that, I mean, especially when your defense, like your sixth defenseman is only a -1, -2, like you just need better goaltending than that. Maybe we should have spent the extra money and went Ottinger. I mean, we saved a lot in other places. Maybe I should have just paid the extra money, but yeah, that is it. With a record of 36, 35, and 11, answers the age-old question: does size matter? Apparently, height does not matter because this was the tallest team that we could possibly draft. I mean, they got to the Cup final, or not to the final. They got to the Stanley Cup playoffs. It was, we're one goal away from that Eastern Conference final. So, what can you do? It's just a fantasy draft. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Comment for engagement purposes if you like. Up to you. Doesn't really matter. Completely optional. Anyway, I'm Mr. Mishy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciated. More NHL 26 content on the way. We will see you very soon.